go, boys. Here we go. Okay, right, he's shooting too far away. Now I can engage to just kind of flatten this trajectory out. Slowly make my way in here.
Shield hit.
Go for the slot. Boost hard here and then up strafe. Switch to engines because I need a little more power to get around the corner. It's just panicking now. Aim for the cockpit if we can.
Target has been destroyed.
Ooh, there's one. One for the Nomad. So we'll see how well this gentleman here does. Ready to fight now. That was the first merge. Does he want to play? Oh, he wants to play. So he's using the ions, so that's a lot of alpha damage. So we don't want to stay in front of him if we don't have to. So we want to kind of S-turn our way across him here. And a lot of timing too, right? Like, we know that he fires once every second almost, right? So obviously here, bottom thruster in. Rotate around and stay behind him. Now he's trying to back up. Okay. Okay, let's see here. But I still got a higher turn rate on the Nomad, right? And we talked about before how turn rate is very distance dependent, right? So he was in a bad spot there and he pulled his way out, which is good, which is what you want to do. And now that he's got his barrel facing towards us, we actually want to don't try to keep walking around and just try to extend out. Right? So as he's gonna fire, bang, bang. He can fire again now, bang, so we want to boost. And then obviously his barrel's not facing towards us. Charge up our guns, charge up our engines. I'm like 10-20% throttle now. Now I'm back about 100% throttle, no throttle as I come in. Roll into pitch. I gotta get some gun power. Okay, so he's got the distance again, so he's lined up. So we don't want to keep pushing towards them. We just want to kind of walk around him here. Right, and just make it difficult for him to apply that damage.
Target has been destroyed.
And then eventually, it's just a war of attrition in the sense that it's like eventually you're just gonna get the kill, right? He's looks like he's down to play. So flare that off. Oop! I'm gonna set 3 flares. Lucky I actually dodged that one. Coming to this turn again, right? As he engages us, do a little corkscrew. Slowly, I'm low throttle right now. Into the fight. S-turn pattern.
Target has been destroyed.
Damn. Welcome back, everybody, for your daily dose of Avenger Squadron stuff. Today, we're going to look at some fights that happened in the Persistent universe yesterday, and I'm going to break down what happened, more specifically, where we did things right and where we could probably do some improvement. But we did it in the Nomad, a cargo industrial ship with a bit of a flair for dogfighting, apparently. So again, right, like I talk about all the time on the channel, we're moving into an attack here, attack posture, we corkscrew our way in, start looking for a position. And again, we're dictating that by strafing up on the hard corners here. See how I'm kind of keeping my distance and controlling our distance away from the target. So he's right now kind of inside a small circle trying to just rotate onto me. And it's not looking good for him, right? This Hornet right now needs to use his main thruster to push himself out of this spot, because right now he's in a very bad spot because his turn rate is too low to hit for him to kind of get around on me. So that's a little bit of being stubborn and a little bit of being a bit unaware of the limitations of your ship. The Super Hornet is a very capable fighter, but if you don't understand that it can be outturned by even a Nomad, you will be at a bit of a disadvantage, right? So this fight here is the more important fight I want to talk about, and it's about understanding when to go evasive when it comes to dealing with enemy fire. Now, this fight is interesting because if I get hit even once, it's a good chance that I'll take critical damage or be destroyed in a single shot. So it's very imperative here that this, the technique I'm about to talk about is done well, because if you fuck it up and you're up against something like an ARES ion, well, it's not going to look good for you, right? So again, right, we kind of did our corkscrew. We're moving into a position. Again, right now, notice he's kind of back strafing, trying to get him position. We're using our strafe directions to always move across or opposite the direction that he is moving his nose, right? Now, this is a blow through, which means I accelerated through because he was slowly kind of getting his guns close to me, and I didn't want to take any fire. So I noticed right here that we've slowly, like, our circle fight has turned into more of an oval, and I've lost position against him, right? So what's going to happen is I'm going to let him extend the fight, and I'm going to go into a bit of a corkscrew pattern as I get the distance. We went from about 300 meters to about 1,000. So we've really distanced ourselves, and now I'm slowly corkscrewing my way back into the target, closing the distance so I can get under his guns and make him punish, because I want to take away as many shots as I can from him, because every time he shoots, he rolls the dice. Like, am I going to get him this time? Am I going to get him this time? So again, right, looking for the slot. Again, orientating so our bottom thrusters are pulling through the corner here. See how my bottom thruster is pushing hard as I flatten out my flight path to keep close as I can. I want to flatten my flight path. Now here, his guns have actually slowly, again, the circle is more of an oval, right? So we've extended the oval, and we don't want to take any shots, so we go into a corkscrew pattern as soon as we lose the distance against him, and we start to slowly work our way in, right? Boom, there it is, because it's just, eventually we're going to slowly get through those shields and kill him, right? But the key point to make here is don't force the position. If you lose the position, there's no shame in it. Like, it's not some kind of ego trip, like, oh, I have to have position all the time. If you lose the position, it's not a big deal. Just get into your corkscrew pattern, let him extend himself out. Again, right, we don't want to stay too close when he's facing us, because the only dangerous position that we will be in versus this fighter is anywhere between 400 meters and him facing towards me. If I'm over 400 meters, it's very unlikely that if I make a small coordinated corkscrew that he is going to be able to hit me with the velocity of projectile speed that he has. But if I'm close enough and he's facing towards me, there is a chance that I could get hit. And if I get hit, it's game over, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you were entertained. I hope to see all you folks out for stream. This was your daily video. And thank you so much for all the love and support all you guys have given me. I really wish I had the words to explain it, so thank you so much. But I hope to see you all folks in the next video. Take a look at Predator mounts if you want 5% off the mounts that I use. I find them to be absolutely fantastic, so give it a shot if you're looking for Predator mounts for your joysticks. And I will see all of you in the next video.